What is going on, everyone? KMDolph back for the next installment of Transport Fever 2. Now, we're here somewhere different to start things off today. We will look into some things very quickly before I get into today's fiasco. We are here back in Airlie. Just looking over things, making sure that everything's still up and running. As you can see, the Airlie Lewisham freight line has got a ton of kit. So that's always interesting. But what I've done is I did upgrade its Garrett. Yes, I did. He's going to be a little bit longer than the station is, but that's okay. He's going to load up all of that good. That is all going to get loaded up pretty well, I would dare assume. That's going to be running dead full. 100%. All the food, all the construction materials. Look at all of this. That is a full train. Oh, let's go watch it take off, because that's always fun. Go, my Garrett. Look at all of that. That is a full train if I've ever seen one. Apparently, things are taking off really well down the Airlie Lewisham line, to the extent where I needed to make that happen. And the good news is I've made it happen. And there's still plenty of stuff left over. There's still plenty of tools I didn't take. There's still plenty of food. So that's all going to go in the next run. But while this train makes its merry little way into the township, as we go on over here and have a quick look at this passenger train, who's currently running full. So that's all happening as it should, which is wonderful. Here comes this monstrously sized Garrett. There we go. Again, he's too long for the station, but that's alright. We can forgive these things for happening. Okay, you're going to drop a fair bit of kit off over here. That's good. And then he should restock all of his goodness back onto the train. He's not going to. He's going to leave a fair chunk of that behind for reasons I haven't quite figured out. But anyway. But yeah. That's all happening. Look at that. That's all that kit just for that township. And then for some reason we've left all that behind. But nevertheless. Train's going to take off and go and do its thing. The Airlie Madeira train's trying to come in. It's because the other Airlie Madeira train has already come in. Planes seem to be doing well. 6 people on board for there. That's running 48 out of 50 passengers. It's bringing in 26 out of 50. So planes are making money. And Airlie seems to be doing pretty damn well for itself. What we're going to do today is have a quick run around the grounds. Make sure that everything's up and running. And then we might look into something new for today's episode. So without further ado, let's see what happens right after the intro. Okay, we're now back after the intro, and I've now moved us over down here to Castanea, my current favourite township of all, only because, strictly speaking, these trams are just absolute beauts. Although I think I might be running too many of them because, no, it's doing alright, I guess. How many trams am I actually running on that line? 4. You know what? We could probably stand to lose one of them. Yeah, and so you're doing the Castanea North. You're doing Castanea North. You know what? I'm sorry to do that, but you're gone. Let's only run the 3. 3 is a bit. 3 is what we're looking for. But yeah, so this is all coming along quite nicely. Things are just looking up. So much so that I'm in the mood for building stuff and doing things that I probably shouldn't do, but oh well. Let's do something real artsy and craftsy here real quick. Only because I like artsy and craftsy. See, there you go. And then what you would have is you would have some sort of point structure going to there. And then you can have some sort of point structure coming out over onto here. And there you go. One thing I did do prior to today's episode, as it comes hurtling into the station, is I changed things around. I put tank engines on these, because it seems like the thing to do. And I've also put extra carriage on each of them to make them 110. The reason for that is I'll show you really quickly once this... Now, you'll notice they don't pick up a lot from Castanea, and that's fine. But then once you start coming up and down this line, if we head over here to Frankston, which I'm pretty sure this is Frankston. No, it's Alpenfeld. Have a look at the station of Alpenfeld. 234 people wanting to go to Frankston. Well, at least that end of the line. We then make our merry way up this end of the line over here to the Frankston, where we've got another train approaching. 110 people on board. That's fine. That's all well and dandy. But we've got 297 people waiting to go to Ashington. Why this is, I'm not 100% sure, but that's the way it's happening. And then we make our way up to Ashington. And then we have another look at this station, and we got 246 people waiting. So I did what I needed to do to make some sense out of all of this. Only because we got a lot of people wanting to do things and flipping around and all manner of different things. If we go in here real quick and have a look, freight train, he's doing alright. He's got some stuff. He's not full. He's missing out by only a little bit. But that train is doing its business, and that's all working quite well. We then head over to the piece de resistance of last episode. And, yeah, Tram Island, as it were. Tram Island seems to be doing rather well for itself, although the unfortunate thing that I seem to keep finding is that this isn't doing anything at all. Why it's not taking food, I don't know. Why it's not bringing back over construction materials for the island, I don't know. It's rather annoying. But I don't know how to fix it. All that. Ooh, finally got something to take back over. Hey, maybe that might start the game up a little bit. But, yeah, the trams seem to be doing... The trams are all doing their thing, as we can see, illustrated here. Plenty of food going about. There's 150 that wants to go to Hawley, which is this one here. No, that's the Dukinsfield freight drop. That one there is the Hawley freight drop. He's taking full load, and that's all well and good and hunky-dunky. That tram's going 80 kilometres an hour down a straight before he does a ridiculous U-turn and nearly runs up the back of the tram in front of him. But that's fine. Food processing plant seems to be doing fine. He's coming in around that side. That's all good. Oh, here you go. Tram with a full load of grains. We do like that. He's now heading down towards the grains, which means there should be another grain one shortly behind. This intercity tram has started making me some money, so that's all positive and hunky-dory. Everything seems to be working quite nicely for now. There is no tram. Oh no, there's a tram that just headed out of here. There you go. He's heading out and he's full, so giddy up. But there you go. That little part of the world is doing all right for itself as autosave decides to kick in. Now, what we're going to do today, since we're starting to run out of things to do, in that way that you do, these things happen. Yep, that train is still... where is my little Thomas the Tank Engine train? Is he here? There he is. He's still heading off in that way that he does. He's still on his merry way. We've still got our little tank engines here doing up and down the lines. We've got this thing still bringing in some stuff. And I mean, that's all happening nice and comfortably. Yeah, Island Foods is all happening. How's my... how's this going? 600. Right. Well, this needs to change. Where is the world's most ridiculously long... That's not it. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Where is he and what's he doing? Oh, he's up here. He just dropped off a load. There you go. So he's got 216. But he's also very, very slow. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to really quickly clone him and have 2 of them. But I'm also going to take off a little bit on both of them. So they've got 216 capacity currently. Let's bring it down to 168 and make that happen. That way, not running as full, but also at the same time, I've got 2 trains now doing that entire line, and that should work, one would think. Yep, see, here you go, here's the new one. He's ready to go. He wants some action. Let's speed him up so he can get some action. In comes that train. Off he goes. And now he should get green light. There we go, he's got green light. He's off. There you go. Up the line for you. And there you go. All happening in the world. So what that should do in turn, hopefully, is start oil proceedings up here a little bit more. Simply because I think there's just not enough happening there. Although, in saying that, oil to fuse got 344 currently going, so it's not like you got much to complain about there, sunshine. But nevertheless. The Axbridge import's happening. That's all going good. You currently got 171 drama on board. You're doing well. You got no fuel because the fuel thing's not happening for reasons that just seem to escape me for the moment. But anyway. The oil to fuel... No. Which one do we want? I forget which one it is. Where is it? This thing. Oil to fuel. Open up that line for me, please. So you are literally just one big tanker that does all of that. Can I make you into a bigger tanker? I mean, there's always the possibility. Here we go. Look at this thing. Yes, I can make you into a bigger thing. There you go. You are now a much bigger barge raft. And you will carry a hell of a lot more for me now. And that will work quite comfortably. And hopefully we should be able to start getting some more fuels up the line. This thing still does 30 kilometers an hour, so it's not breaking the land speed record by any stretch of the imagination, but it's all happening. How's this thing going over here? This is the old Airlie logging line, which seems to be having a bit of action. Oh yeah, that's still happening. That's all great. That's still got 837 logs, which is ridiculous, but anyway. Can I configure that and make it a little bit... Can I fix it? Cargo platform, here you go. If I put you there, how does that work? Does that work for you? No. Only if I do it this way. But you know what? That's okay. I don't mind that. At least we learnt something today, if nothing else. So that's now got a bit more room to play with, which is great. These things are just making an absolute killing. And this logging place is just going gangbusters and has been for quite some time. But there you go. Bedford and Madeira are doing their own thing. In that they've got train lines and they've got other bits and pieces, and that's all hunky-dory. They're taking off. Bedford seems to be doing a little bit better. He got the bigger buildings there, and that's cool. Should be a train in there. Oh, yeah, there's trains. There you go, trains. And then we head back over and go back over to Airlie, and Airlie's doing all the things. And there you go. Planes are still going. 18. Not bad. Not bad at all. So everything is working for the moment. Now, what I did want to quickly start today, while I've got a little bit of time left, because I'm going to try and cut this down for the remainder of the series. I'm going to try and keep it 20 to 30 minutes. Makes life a little bit easier. If I've got to do things in multiple parts, then so be it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix up the next Halo line. Haverville, Crayford, Buxton, Trostenwald, Epston. But what I'm going to work on today very quickly is setting up just a little shuttle that goes between Epston and Dunmatter so that they can connect up the two Halo lines. It will be a busy little line, and I'm only going to run like a little shuttle back and forth, so it's going to be much like a typical branch line would be, but I'm going to make it work just that little bit better. So we've got residentials out that way. If I want to build something, I'm probably going to have to build it in here, and Epston's just going to have to live with it. But nevertheless, we got $2.25 billion redos in the bank, so I'm not exactly worried about money. Now, what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to go sorry, 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 and sorry. Sorry, Jeffrey. Now, it doesn't matter which way I look at this, there's going to end up being a big cut in the road, and it's going to be annoying as buggery. But anyway, we are going to do the catenaries, because catenaries is the way to go with these things that we do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove that right into there. Sticking with 160 theme, only because I am also going to configure the hell out of this train station. And I'm going to make it so that it does exactly what I need it to do when I need it to do it. So I'm going to run that on that side. We're going to do the usual hooty patooties. Then we're going to need some tracks with the catenaries. Boom, 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 boom. Good. Then we need more platforms for the cargoes. And we're going to go boom, 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 and boom. Then we're going to need more track for the other side, because it's what you do. Done. Then what I need is a passenger platform of some description, preferably any description. I'm only going to need a small one, and I'm going to run it along. Where am I going to run this? I'm actually going to run it out of this way, because this makes the most sense. We're going to go passenger, passenger, passenger. We're then going to go into the miscellaneouses, and we're going to give you some. We're going to give you some of these ones so that you can actually get your people to and from, because that just sounds dumb otherwise. We're then going to go to fences and walls, because I am going to wall that off, because that's going to look great once it is. There you go. See, look at that. And then what I'm also going to do is I'm going to run over here real quick, and we're going to do a quick editorial on... we're going to pause... Hello, my game decided to do things to me. We'll get back into the game right quick. Right, we'll pause this, because this is going to involve some heavy duty stuff. So we're going to zoom back in. Now, what I need to do is I need to remove, first and foremost, that, and then that, and then that, and then that. Crazy as it sounds, and it probably is, I am going to need small side buildings. Why can't I build the buildings that I want to build? This game hates me. I swear to God, this game hates me. Smalls. See, why won't you let me build the stuff out there that I want to build? Why is this game evil to me? Nah. Nah, don't zoom in, you stupid thing. Right, 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 and right. So you wouldn't let me do it before, but you will let me do it now. See, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me as to why you won't let me do what I had here before. Okay, well that's throwing a spanner in my works. Why? Why won't you let me do the things that you want me to do? What if I delete that stuff? And then delete this stuff? Then will you let me do it? Let me configure done matter. I need done matter to work. And if you don't let me work, then I can't do things and make life better for everybody. Alright, what about a cargo building? Oh my god, really? Why won't you let me build here? Alright, well what if I did... No, because that's going to throw a stop into the works, isn't it? Oh man, really? I really don't want... Wow, I've really stuffed this one up from the get-go, haven't I? Mad. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure it the way I wanted it in the first place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some track here. I'm only going to put high-speed track because I've got a plan. Then we're going to go back to this passengers nonsense. And it's not going to let me build it anywhere. Wow. That's... that is very interesting. That the game will not let me do the things that I want to do. Fascinating. And also horrendously annoying at the same time. Alright, well you'll at least let me put that there. I mean, that's fine in and of itself. But the problem is I still need a cargo duver. And the problem I've got here is you're not going to let me put... What if I get rid of that? And I just have that little platform. Will you then let me place the things that I want to place? Alright, you'll let me put that there. That's fine. I can hack this. Then I need a passenger one. No. You will not let me place anything anywhere because you suck. Wow, what a gigantic pain in the bum. Yeah. Absolute pain in the hiney. I can't build anything anywhere. Because now it won't let me. Alright, well, fine. You asked for this. Get demolished. Get demolished. Get demolished. You asked for it. I don't care anymore. This is on you. This is not on me. I wanted to do this peacefully. You would not let me have peacefully. So now, you know, you get nicked. The game itself can just get nicked. Now, you are just a giant piece of road. You are in the hell of my way. So now I'm going to ask you just to... Yep, don't care. Don't care. It's doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Doesn't matter. Whatever. Okay, so let's go in here. Now that I can build everything that I want to build, because the game's going to let me now, doesn't have a choice anymore. I tried to play it nice, and you wouldn't let me. Actually, no. You need to be reconfigured to work a different way for me, please. You need to go. I need the cargo one first. Then I need the passenger one. Yes. And now that is satisfactory to my likings. Now we can go back and rebuild road. There you go. Now you can rehab your roads. Now I can go back and rebuild this stupid building that was there before. What was I in the process of? I was building this thing, wasn't I? Yes. Alright, so let's bring this around. This is going to be a lot more drama than what I thought it was going to be at the start of the episode. That is for damn sure. Problem I now have is that you will not work the way I want you to, which is marvellous. Now I've got to move you down here. Okay, it's fine. I'll do it. I'll play ball. I will inevitably play ball. Now that you will actually play ball. There you go. You can have that piece of road back. Then I'll come into here and I'll put that that nice big Duvalaki there that you like so much. There you go. Now will you work for me? Seems to. There you go. There you go. So that seems to have worked now. Took me a while, but I got there. Alright, so what we're going to do now is while we let that sort of do its bit, we are going to do some high-speed trackery. And where exactly do I need to go? I need to come all the way out to here. Nope. Alright, so how do you look? Okay, you're going to go... I mean, that looks weird as buggery, but anyway. I can always fix all of this. I can make the fixings. Alright, well, let's make the fixings first. Let's make it so this game's not going to have a massive heart attack at me. Yep, that's fine. Remove a building. I don't care about no building. Then you're going to come over here. And that's all fine. I mean, that is what it is. Yep, you can stick your ways out there. I mean, that does look a little bit ordinary, but if it's going to have to come into a station at all like that, I mean, I'd rather it... Oh, hang on. No, I've mucked that up. Yes, I have. I've mucked that up savagely. Right. Fix you. Track. There you go. You got to have your track on that side, Sonny Jim. Can I then put a wall over on this side? No. No, you won't let me. Okay, cool. Whatever. I'm not going to put anything up there because that's not going to work. Cool. Go back into the railways. Cool. Yep. Cool. I mean, it looks a bit different, but whatever. Oh yeah. That works. Do that. Do that one. I like that one better. There you go, there's your shuttle service. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your new shuttle service that will run literally between Epston and Dunmatter. Because, as we've said already, it really doesn't matter. Then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to organise the lines to go basically around... Oh, that's going to be a tight one, look at that. That's going to be fun. Didn't incorporate that into today's plan, did I? But, yeah, that's going to have to do a curve. Probably going to be a bridge. Come around the outside of Troston Wall. Come around the inside of Buxton. Go through a mountain. Probably right through the middle of Crayford, because Crayford, it is what it is. Skim along the outside of Haverville, and then boom, straight back into Epsom. And that should work. And then I can get to work on my Sydney to Crayford passenger line. I can then incorporate something here where I can get some trucks to take some tools. And they can bring tools into Haverville. And then that can get shuttled around the line because Crayford needs them. So Epsom, Trostenwall, Buxton, and that all need construction materials. He needs construction materials but also needs tools. So tools can go Wooshka. That'll work. And then you've also got the foods and the fuels which need to come over, which they will in due course. Construction materials I can always pinch from here, which is great. That was some forward thinking. Probably will get it out to Epsom by means of truck. I mean, the easiest thing to do there is literally do it by truck over here and drop it off into there and then just run them back down the line and go and pick up some more construction materials, and that should work. How's that train doing? Is that making me money yet? Hey, look at that! Halo Line's finally making money. But there you go. One thing I do want to do real quick before we run away. So I want to make this look a bit prettier because it doesn't look very pretty. There you go. Looks a bit prettier. I know I shouldn't do that, but I need that line to look pretty for when I start making it up. And considering I'm going to demolish like half this area, I mean, I think I owe it to the people to make it look nice. Considering I'll be demolishing half the commercial district. And they'll have to rebuild somewhere else. But that's something else to worry about for another time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today. We're going to go back over here, doesn't matter, watch something fun happen. Like trains, because trains are fun. Dropping off all that stone, because we love stone. But there you go. That's today's episode in a nutshell, folks. Make sure you guys leave a like on today's episode. As I said, next couple of episodes will be working on that Halo line. And just double checking a few other bits and pieces are still up and running properly. As we look to hopefully complete this map before episode 30. Which could very well happen. And then we can move on to a new map. Because why not? I'll do an even bigger map. And we'll make it work one step at a time. But yes, leave a like, comment your suggestions, comment your responses to how you think this series is going. If you've got any suggestions for things that I could also do, feel free to chuck a comment in the comment section below. Like and follow me on Facebook as always, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't already, and click the notification button so you can keep up to date with all things KMDolph. And as passenger train, commuter train here takes off, who's now making me money, hooray, 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 I will see you guys for the next installment of Transport Fever 2, and enjoy this short episode. Goodbye everyone.